And I hope that it will happen because, as Nyerere used to say in Kiswahili, ufisadi itatutafuna. And by the time it is done with us, we'll not be able to recognize each other. It's a tragedy of gigantic proportions, and it's good that our cup of iniquity is now beginning to overflow. Perhaps it needed that to happen for us to think.
Good point, PLO. Barack, will anything come out of Ababu leaks, in your opinion? Will anything come out, or is it just business as usual in the House?
I think that the problem with Parliament today and what's happening there is not that anything happened. The problem is that it overflowed and it came into the public domain. Because we've been hearing about these things for years. This is not the first time. We heard about it in the 10th Parliament, in the 9th Parliament. It's been there. And I agree with the PLO here about the complicity of the private sector. That today the private sector is heard saying things to the effect that under Moi we had the executive to deal with. Under Kibaki we had the executive and the judicature to deal with. And under Uhuru we now have got the executive, the judicature and the legislature to deal with. In other words, that they have got a certain level of tolerance. They wouldn't mind if they were dealing just with the executive, the private sector. So we are complicit, we are part of it. Now when you go back to Parliament to answer your question more frontally, the issue is that they are embarrassed that it has come out. I know that the Speaker has put in place the team that deals with powers and privileges to investigate. I think they are going to do a fairly perfunctory piece of work. Eventually, after they have censored each other internally, they will come out and they will tell us that we have investigated this thing and we have seen that there was just a bit of misunderstanding on either side. It should not surprise me at all for them to say that we didn't find anything serious.